Football is more than a game. It's not just about goals, tactics, or trophies. It's about emotion, the moments that make millions cry, laugh, and believe in miracles. Across history, we've seen players break down in tears, nations unite through victory, and hearts shatter in defeat. Today, we relive 12 of the most emotional moments in football history. Stories of heartbreak and triumph that remind us why this game is truly called the beautiful game. From tragedy to glory, from tears to celebrations, these moments live forever. Let's begin. 1. Christian Eriksen's collapse, Euro 2020. In June 2021, during Denmark's opening match at Euro 2020, Christian Eriksen suddenly collapsed on the pitch. For minutes, the world held its breath. His teammates formed a human shield. Fans prayed in the stands, and rival supporters shouted his name. That night, the result didn't matter. Football didn't matter. Life did. Against all odds, Eriksen survived and later returned to professional football, one of the most inspiring comebacks in modern history. It was a reminder that some victories happen far beyond the scoreboard. 2. Mohamed Salah's tears. Champions League Final 2018. Kiev 2018. Mohamed Salah was the shining star of Liverpool, the pride of Egypt, and the hero of millions. But after a clash with Sergio Ramos, he was forced off with a dislocated shoulder. His tears on the sidelines echoed across the Arab world. For a player who carried a nation's dreams, it was pure heartbreak. Yet, 1 year later, Salah returned to the Champions League final, scored, and lifted the trophy. Proof that resilience always finds its way back to glory. 3. Zinedine Zidane's headbutt. World Cup Final 2006. In his final match, the great Zinedine Zidane was supposed to walk into the sunset as a World Cup champion. Instead, the world watched in shock as he headbutt Marco Materazzi in the chest. A red card. A legend's farewell tarnished. France lost the final on penalties, and Zidane's career ended in tears rather than triumph. Yet, for many, it was also a human moment, a reminder that even football's greatest icons can be consumed by emotion. After leading Inter Milan to an incredible treble, Serie A, Coppa Italia, and the Champions League, Jose Mourinho stood on the pitch in tears. Not because of defeat, but because of farewell. Inter's players wept with him, knowing it was the end of a historic journey. Mourinho cried like a fan, showing the world that even the most hard-nosed managers are not immune to the beauty and emotion of football. 5. Leicester City's miracle, Premier League 2016. In 2016, Leicester City achieved the impossible. A team tipped for relegation at 5,000 to 1 odds stunned the world by winning the Premier League. Fans cried in disbelief, players celebrated like schoolboys, and Claudio Ranieri became a legend. It wasn't just a victory, it was a fairy tale. Proof that in football, no dream is too big and no underdog too small. 6. Iceland's Viking clap, Euro 2016. Euro 2016 gave us one of the most unforgettable fan moments in history. Iceland, a nation of just over 300,000 people, shocked Europe by defeating England. But what stayed with us even more was the Viking clap. Tens of thousands of fans moving as one. Boom, boom, clap, echoing like thunder. A symbol of unity, pride, and the power of football to turn even the smallest nations into giants. 7. Zambia's AFCON triumph, 2012. In 2012, Zambia achieved the most emotional triumph in African football history. 20 years earlier, their national team tragically perished in a plane crash near Gabon. In 2012, in that very same country, a new generation lifted the Africa Cup of Nations. Players cried on the pitch, fans wept in the stands, and the entire world witnessed a story of redemption and destiny. Zambia's victory wasn't just about football. It was about honoring the past and healing through triumph. 8. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal, Euro 2016. The final in Paris was supposed to be Cristiano Ronaldo's crowning glory. But after just 25 minutes, he was stretchered off in tears. It seemed like his dream was over. Yet, from the sidelines, Ronaldo became a coach, shouting instructions, urging his teammates forward. When Eder scored the winner against France, Portugal celebrated their first ever major trophy. Ronaldo's tears of pain had turned into tears of joy, the ultimate redemption. 9. Andres Iniesta's World Cup goal, 2010. Johannesburg, 2010. Spain and the Netherlands battled deep into extra time. With just minutes left, Andres Iniesta struck the ball into the net. The goal that won Spain their first ever World Cup. Iniesta ripped off his shirt to reveal a tribute to Danny Jarque, a teammate who had passed away. It wasn't just a goal. It was history, memory, and emotion combined. Spain wept. A nation's golden generation had reached its peak. 10. Nwankwo Kanu in Nigeria. Olympic gold 1996. In Atlanta 1996, Nigeria shocked the world by winning Olympic gold. The highlight came in the semi-final against Brazil, where Nwankwo Kanu scored a dramatic golden goal to seal victory. Nigeria became the first African nation to win Olympic football gold, and Kanu became a symbol of African excellence. For millions back home, it was more than sport. It was pride, hope, and proof that Africa could conquer the world stage. 11. Samuel Cuffer's tears. Champions League Final 1999. In 1999, Bayern Munich were seconds away from winning the Champions League. Then, in stoppage time, Manchester United scored twice to complete one of the greatest comebacks in football history. As United celebrated, Samuel Cuffer collapsed to the ground, punching the turf in despair. His tears became the image of heartbreak, a brutal reminder that in football, victory and agony are often separated by a single breath. 12. Lionel Messi, World Cup 2022. Finally, Qatar 2022. Lionel Messi, the boy from Rosario, the man who carried Argentina for nearly 2 decades, lifted the World Cup trophy at last. Tears streamed down his face as teammates raised him on their shoulders. For Messi, it was not just a victory, it was destiny fulfilled. For Argentina, it was Maradona's spirit reborn. For football, it was a moment of pure poetry, the greatest of all time, finally crowned on the biggest stage. These moments remind us why football is more than a game. It's life, it's heartbreak, it's triumph. It makes us cry, it makes us believe, it unites us. From Eriksen's survival to Messi's crowning glory, from Kanu's golden strike to Cuffer's tears, football shows us every emotion the human heart can feel. And that is why, no matter where we come from or which team we support, football will always be the beautiful game. Tell us in the comments, which of these touched your heart the most? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football stories.